to the Rainbow Road deck that we've been playing in Expanded. So I was going to play a few games before bed. Figure might as well stream / record them. I don't know, I'm going to be on for very long, but added another energy switch like I talked about earlier. And then changed out, no basics, sure. Put Xerneas up here. I'm going to hold this Ho-Oh in my hand for now, because this Trainer Mail could find an Ultra Ball or a Computer Search, and I wouldn't mind discarding that to it. Crushing Hammer, red card. Howdy, howdy. I'd like to draw an extra card. Hey, I'm going to turn on my bench though. Switch deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it onto this Pokemon. Okay. Start with Trainer Mail here. This hand really doesn't have a lot going on in it. I think I'm going to take the Sycamore here. Yeah, I'm going to grab the Sycamore here. And the question becomes, do I want to put the DCE or a Fairy Energy on here? I'm actually only playing 4 Fairy Energies in the main. But I guess I have 2 Energy Switches in the deck too, and if I'm going to discard these, they can go with Ho-Oh. So I guess I'm going to put the DCE on here. And then I'm going to go ahead and Sycamore binning this Ho-Oh just in case we hit a Battle Compressor or something like that. There's a Computer Search and a Battle Compressor. Ooh, we hit... these energies being in our hand actually aren't the worst because we have this Computer Search, so we can Computer Search discarding these 2 energies. We can go a search in here. What do we have in here? We've got a Hoopa. It looks like my other Ho-Oh is in my prizes. Probably just gonna Hoopa into some stuff here. Just use this Computer Search as an Ultra Ball basically. That seems fine. So grab Hoopa. I have this extra Xerneas on my bench here, so I'll go ahead and Hoopa. Hoopa's going to grab some extras here. And grab a Shaymin and a Jolteon and a Salamence for now. Seems fine. Slide a Fighting Fury belt out on here. Put Jolteon out. We're going to go ahead and Battle Compressor and bin definitely the Exeggcute. And then I have a Verse Seeker in my hand, so I think I'm going to put a couple of supporters down into my discard pile here for utility on the Verse Seeker in my hand. Got a Lysandre here. I could just like grab the AZ or the Karen. The Karen's something that, unless my opponent's playing Night March, I'm probably not going to want it, so just like having it in the bin so I don't draw it is probably okay as well, and then Lysandres could be there for utility. Oh, I didn't think about this. If I Shaymin, then I can't Ho-Oh this back. I think I want to do that still. I probably should have tried to Ho-Oh before playing this Jolteon. I always do that too. Hopefully we just hit a Sky bench. Sky Field, is that what I meant? Yep, Sky Field. So we get to play more bench Pokemon out here. Try and play this Ho-Oh out. We got Heads, so it's going to come into play with 3 different energies attached to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and just Energy Switch now, so that way I don't, in case my opponent plays N on the first turn of the game. So we did go first, so this is all the first turn, so we can't attack with the Xerneas. I could just Battle Compressor again here. That doesn't seem like the worst. I really don't want to draw it if they end, and I can thin some other things out of my deck that I might not want to draw into. I don't need another Battle Compressor at this point. Alrighty. Hashtag free to play. Well, you know, I mostly implemented that first turn, right? Howdy, D-boy. Howdy Goat. It is still New Year's Day for a little while longer, huh? Isn't it? Waiting for my opponent to call the coin flip here. I would like to go first. Thank you. Hopefully we'll actually play a game this time. Opponent has no bench Pokemon. Hoopa as our opener kind of sucks, but we've got 2 battle compressors, which is just excellent. Actually, I know the reasoning for that. I've played these decks enough now. The big reason why you don't have dual type Pokemon in the expanded version is because the expanded version plays Ho-Oh alongside battle compressor, so you can use the Energy Switch engine. And Ho-Oh is already a fire type Pokemon, which means that your Volcanios, which is your primary dual type Pokemon that you play in the standard version, overlaps with that, so it's less good. You also want the Keldon with Float Stone Rush-In switch ability, which overlaps with Volcanio's Water Half. So like you have other cards you'd rather be playing that are those types basically. The standard version also doesn't really rely on Sky Field like this version does, so yeah, let's start with some battle compressors here. Let's grab a sweet. Both the Ho-Ohs are here. This is something I want to keep track of. So we have both the Ho-Ohs. It looking like we don't have any Pokemon in our. We don't have any Pokemon in our. What's it called? So I can actually discard these two, or one of these, so this Ultra Ball at least. So I'm going to grab the Fire Energy here. Done. Yeah, and then this next battle compressor is going to grab Exeggcute, second Ho-Oh, and third battle compressor here, just so I don't really need to do anything. Actually, my opponent's playing Night March. It probably means I want to leave the Karen in my deck. Yeah, let's do that for now. I'm going to go ahead and activate this Exeggcute. We do have to go a little bit manual mode this game since... Why? Some... occasionally it's frustrating that people don't want to... Like, that's how the game goes, bud. Why are you playing if you don't wait for me to take a turn? Oh man, this hand is super awkward. We have to keep it, but I have to think about what I want. I think I want this Exeggcute to bend to this Ultra Ball, so I'm gonna lead on the Shaymin, I guess, since I'd rather have the Hoopa get 3, because the Hoopa can get another Shaymin potentially. We also just might not need to draw anything. Opponent. It's missing again. So we get to draw some extra cards here in our opener because our opponent mulliganed a bunch. So hopefully we don't get end, so they undo it. I'll draw 2 extra cards here. Let's Battle Compressor is always good to see. They're playing the eggs deck. Okay. Opponent's first turn is going to be a little bit long here. So the deck that my opponent is playing is they're not playing the eggs deck? Okay, I'm not sure what they're doing. I guess they showed us some of these things, yeah. Just like going for a fast KO, I guess. So Hexmaniac says in hand a discard pile of no abilities. So it's actually a little bit awkward. So I have to play out. I need to play out another bench Pokemon basically. Let's go ahead and Trainer Mail, I guess, and see what we find. Could grab another Ultra Ball here. That doesn't seem like the absolute worst. This Battle Compressor can go get... Let's take note what's in here. Hoopa is in our hand. Grab one of each of those. Hey, Lito with the 5-month resub. Welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. So I can Ultra Ball, discarding these two for now. That puts a third energy in there for the Ho-Oh. I can go grab a Xerneas here, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Xerneas. And then put the Fighting Fury belt on this. And then just hope not to get Hexmaniac next turn. Probably gonna knock out my Shaymin here, which sucks a little bit, but... Draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. During your turn, your Pokemon's attacks do 20 damage. That's interesting. So that's gonna knock out that. Okay, so we can do stuff this turn at least. If we run a little bit above average, we can actually win the game this turn. I'll start by activating Ho-Oh so I don't forget. Tails, so that misses. I'm gonna go ahead and Hoopa here. In-game currency. I just keep buying Roaring Skies packs because those have Shaymins in them. Which that's this card here that's particularly good. I could actually grab another Ho-Oh here and bin it with this Ultra Ball. That doesn't seem particularly bad. Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. So done. I feel like I don't do that enough. And then I have an Exeggcute in the bin here. The goal is to get a Ho-Oh onto the bench and then Energy Switch up to here. And then draw a double colorless energy. So we'll go ahead and Ultra Ball and discard this Ho-Oh and this Exeggcute. This is going to go get a... grab a Jolteon for now. Seems fine. So we can go ahead and put this out and put this out and then put a Float Stone on here. Oh, it's telling me they take more damage from poison. I was like, why do they have down arrows on them? Alright, so Trainer Mail finds us some mostly bricks here. This Ultra Ball doesn't do a ton. Do I want an Ultra Ball or do I want a random card? I probably want the Ultra Ball because it can grab me another Shaymin. I guess I should activate this other Ho-Oh that I put in here too real quick. I guess I could do that in a minute. Yeah, let's go ahead and Shaymin first and see what we get. Okay, we found a double colorless energy, so we can go ahead and put this on here. And then if we... This is 170 hit points. If we hit with this Ho-Oh, we actually win the game here. Of course we missed with that Ho-Oh too. That's sad. So if the Ho-Oh hit, we could have brought it into play. And then we could computer search for... We could computer search for Energy Switch and Energy Switch up to here, and then this would do exactly 170 to my opponent's Pokemon. As is, I don't have any way to get a fairy energy onto this turn. So I think I'm just supposed to pass the turn. I actually, yeah, I haven't played a supporter yet, right? So I think I'm gonna go ahead and return Exeggcute to my hand here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and computer search for a supporter here. That's what I want to do. Which supporter do I want to grab? Not through both my super rods, right? I could just like go get a Hex-Maniac here. I think I want to rush in with this and then swap back out for my Hoopa here. So Pokemon there's this EX thing now, which basically they're souped up basic Pokemon, but when you knock them out, you draw double prizes, is basically how it works. So they are basically evolutions that you can start with and play right away. They're stronger than regular old Pokemons. It's computer search, which lets us get anything we want out of our deck. Oh, I don't have a Hex-Maniac in this deck, so I can't just go get a Hex-Maniac. Huh. Probably just N here then. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and N. Done. And what N does is N shuffles both of our hands back into our deck, and then we draw new hands equal to the number of prize cards that we have. And I have 6 prize cards, my opponent has 4. So my opponent's going to shuffle their 7 cards into their deck and draw 4 new ones here. Which is, you know, decent exchange rate for me. I'm not going to play this Salamence out because I want to have a spot on my bench open for these Ho-Ohs to try and come into play next turn. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass here because I can't attack yet. Red card, sure. What is that? Headringer. When the attacks this Pokemon cost 1 colorless more, this is card remove, put this card into its owner's. And he just knocked my double colorless energy off. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, my guy woke up at least. Oh, and I can't activate my Ho-Oh this turn either. God, that's really sucks. I guess I can retreat this out. And, like, put Jolteon up, I suppose. I need to get this out of play because it has a status condition on it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Verse Seeker for N here and try and find 6 new cards so I can find an energy to put on an energy to put on this guy. No, I've been pricing out Pokemon decks, and it seems like the most expensive decks in the format are like 300 tippy tops. A lot of them are somewhere. This card is present in a lot of decks right now, and it's like $50 a pop, so that's one of the more expensive cards in the game. And most of the decks play 2 to 3 copies of it, so that's like half the cost of most of the more expensive decks. This deck plays 2 of them. I guess I'm going to put an energy on Xerneas here. And then pass the turn. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Everything's cheap compared to Magic. It's just like... Yeah, you'll definitely be in under that. Almost certainly. Yep. Yeah, I would definitely probably. So we're playing the Pokemon's expanded format right now, which is probably the deck you'd want to get a deck for. That's obnoxious. So they're gonna delinquent here, which discards the stadium and then makes me discard 3 cards. I guess that's not the worst. I'm really not gonna use. I don't know, just attacking. Okay, sure. Okay, so what am I doing here? Wait, why can't I? What am I missing? Oh shit! I didn't realize the stadium is what's locking me out. I'm so dumb. Wow, I should have done this last turn. Or I end last turn, right? Okay, so I need to find a stadium to knock this stadium out, because that's why I don't have abilities. I completely missed that. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the Salamence on my bench since I need to hit a stadium anyways to get the Ho-Ohs back. Stadium, please. Alright, 4 more looks at a stadium. Oh, and I missed. That's unfortunate. Grab a Verse Seeker for now. I already have 1 Verse Seeker. Grab Super Rod, I guess. I could have got a Battle Compressor too, I suppose. Can't put a Fighting Fury belt on that. I guess I'm just going to retreat this out for the Keldeo here. Everybody's just getting a pile of damage on him. Putting energy on there, and then I guess I'm going to put this on here just in case I get End, or he has a Lysandre so he can't kill it. Well, if he has a Lysandre, I guess he'd probably want to kill the Hoopa. Do I want to Super Rod anything back into my deck here? Probably don't mind having the Shaymin and some of these. Nah, I want the energies for the Ho-Oh, right? Yeah, so I guess I'm just going to pass the turn. There's another one. Okay. Opponent's deck is really interesting. Yeah, these EX Pokemon are just a lot better than a lot of what other people have going on. So you got to computer search for a card of their choice. Sycamore, draw 7, yep. Demonic Tutor for draw 7, seems good. If we would have hit the stadium last turn, we likely would have won the game. Really not hitting Energy Switch yet? Huh. Weird. You gonna Lysandre me and knock out my Hoopa? Oh, that's a beating. That's a huge beating. Oh, those are both my float stones. Oh, this card's dead. Yeah, it's great. Oh, good God, man. Where are my stadiums? I guess I'm taking this Ultra Ball just to thin it out of my deck at this point. And we're going to go ahead and attach this electric energy on here and then Sycamore. Watch them both be in my prizes and I just can't do anything this game. God bless the Sky Field. Good lord. Alrighty. I'll just get Tails here. Alright. On the board. Alright, what am I doing now? Are both my Super Rods in here? That would be unfortunate. They are. Huh. My N's in here too, though, right? Yeah, so I can N to get some stuff back going on. I guess I'm just passing the... I've got 5 cards in my deck too, though, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, I guess we're just passing the turn here since both my... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're just done. Got... Needed to hit the Sky Stadium a little bit sooner that game. I feel like that's the first game we've lost in a while where I just feel like we just didn't have stuff go right for us. Usually we lose games because we messed up, but so your deck is kind of like Dredge. Would that be a decent way of describing it? No, this deck would be more akin to... So, this is the biggest problem, and I tried to do this too. Like, the first question, like, most Magic players ask, and I asked this too, is like, are there aggro and control decks and mid-range decks in Pokemon? And just, like, so much about Pokemon works very differently compared to Magic and Eternal and Hex and, like, all these other games just, like, have a lot of overlapping concepts, and the resource management in this game and how you actually win the games is so very different from these other games that we're traditionally used to playing, that it works differently. I'm not sure. So like the translations they don't really translate very well. Um, this deck uses its discard pile as a resource. So it would be more similar to like the cards that I have coming out of my discard pile are would be more similar to like Think Twice's and Snapcaster Mages rather than playing entirely out of my discard pile. The basis of the deck that I'm playing right now that we actually haven't gotten to do yet today because we had 2 people concede in that last game, we got a little bit unfortunate, is we play this card called Xerneas, which does 30 extra damage for each different type of basic Pokemon on my bench. So most decks, you see we have a lot of different colors or types of Pokemon. Most decks don't have that. They're just 1 or 2 or 3, maybe 3 different types. But ours tries to put 5 or even up to 8 different Pokemon on our bench, and then one-hit KO with the Xerneas ability. Opponent did not have an energy to play in the first turn of the game. That's pretty good for us. God, that's annoying. That's the Ho-Oh that we wanted to battle Compressor, but I guess we have an Ultra Ball here, so it's not a big deal. So we can go ahead and execute. And again, there's battle compressors here where I've just like have this buried alive effect because I have like these graveyard utility cards. What this deck is doing with these battle compressor cards is much closer to as if you had like an Entomb Snapcaster toolbox. Pokemon is all toolboxes, which is probably part of the reason why I like this game a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and Ultra Ball here, discarding these 2. And this Ultra Ball is going to go get our Hoopa, and then Hoopa, we tutor for this card, which tutors for more things, which is just great. This game is all about toolboxing. So let's go ahead and battle compressor again here, and we're putting more energies in our discard pile here, so that way if our Ho-Ohs come back into play, they bring some energy along with themselves. And again, I'm going to bin this 3rd battle compressor. We're going to go ahead and try to put Ho-Oh into play. And look at that. We hit it on the first try. When Ho-Oh comes into play, it can attach different energies from itself. So I can go ahead and play this Hoopa out. Yes, I would like to search. I'm going to go ahead and grab Keldeo, Shaymin, and Jolteon. And we're definitely putting this on the bench. And I think I'm actually going to I'm going to Ultra Ball for another Xerneas here, discarding the Jolteon and the Exeggcute. I really don't want to power up this one that's poisoned and got damage building up on it. So let's do this and discard these and grab another Xerneas. So we're going to go ahead and empty my hand here. I'll go ahead and play this. Shot Coder, I literally published an article on Friday about Cord. Literally on Friday. You should. Oh, so Google, look at, I publish every week on Card Market, or most weeks on Card Market. And then Shaymin here, when it comes into play, we're going to draw up to 7 cards in our hand. Or up to 6 cards in my hand, sorry. Just up to 6. My least favorite thing. Go ahead and put this on here, and then put a double Colorless energy on here. That seems fine. Putting the lightning energy in the bin's better for Ho-Oh. And then I can Sycamore here, because I haven't played a support yet this turn, so I might as well discard my hand, draw 7. Another Fighting Fury Belt. I don't mind putting this in this Ho-Oh, I don't think. I might want to wait. Oh, I have a Sky Field, so I could keep doing more stuff here. Yeah, I'm gonna kick their stadium out. I don't know if Sky Fielding here is good or not. I'm gonna Trainer Mail in case we find a Float Stone. Did not find a Float Stone. Huh. I'll grab Colorless here at least. I already have a Fighting Fury Belt on here. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to pass the turn and let this take a hit from poison. I could like Ultra Ball and do some other stuff here, but I don't think that really, just kind of just like spins the tires basically. I guess it's not spinning the tires because I could find a Float Stone and then rush this in and get to here. Yeah, I guess that's true. So let's go ahead and put the Fighting Fury Belt out here on Shaymin for now, because that can come back to my hand. And then I can Ultra Ball, discarding these 2. And let's make sure there's Float Stones in my deck still. Yeah, there's 2 Float Stones in my deck and 21 cards. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Salamence here. And then we'll go ahead and... This deck has a little bit more tutors than a lot of them, and this is a particularly good turn 1. So they're looking for a Float Stone here, 5 draws and 20 cards. And then Trainer's Mail gets us 4 more looks. There's the Float Stone. So what Float Stone does is Float Stone lets a Pokemon retreat for free. And this Pokemon here, this Keldeo, he has the ability where he can rush in and swap places with the active Pokemon. So he's going to jump in up here, basically. And then we're going to go ahead and retreat him for this one that has energies on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and attack with Rainbow Force here, which does 200 damage right now. So we'll knock that guy out and grab a prize. That's a pretty good first turn. Scale of 1 to not bad. Definitely on the not bad end of the scale. Yeah, the client is definitely beautiful. Nothing, no doubt about that. So Vespiquen here. This does 10 extra damage for each Pokemon in their discard pile. And they've got just 3 in there right now. But this also has a free retreat cost, and they've got plenty of stuff to do on their turn. So we'll see how crazy their turn gets to be. Yeah, I've never played a game where the mistakes I make are as punishing as they are in Pokemon TCG. That was my first turn, correct. That was my first turn. Alright, so we're looking for a Lysandre here. My Lysandre's in my bin actually, right? Was my Lysandre not in my bin? That's unfortunate. So my Pokemon's poisoned right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and when your Pokemon gets returned to your bench, it's relieved of all status conditions. So I get to go ahead and rush this in and retreat this back out for this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put this on this Xerneas, kind of start powering up a second one. Do I want to end? Their hand seems pretty bad, so I don't think I want to end. I kind of want to get some momentum going. I guess I'm just like knocking their guys out. Not playing a supporter feels real bad. Oh, I guess I could versus Seeker for Colorless. That seems fine. Yeah, okay, so I'll verse Seeker, and I'll grab Colorless here, which lets me shuffle my hand into my deck and then draw a card for each bench Pokemon. So we're going to shuffle these in and draw 10. Oh, and then Karen's actually very good here. Karen shuffles all Pokemon from each player's discard pile back into their deck, so that's definitely worth doing at some point. We got a Super Rod here. I'm going to hold on to the Super Rod in case they bump our Sky Stadium. Let's go ahead and Rainbow Force. Yeah, Abzan Charm was very good. There's no hand size limit in Pokemon, which is great. My Xerneas here has a Fighting Fury belt on it, which it has 120 health with 10 damage marked on it, but it has plus 40 health from the Fighting Fury belt, so... This game's great, Ryan. You know the game's great. Stop yelling at me. I'm not going to be on for a long time tonight. I've got a sink full of dishes I need to do now that the kids are asleep, but I wanted to play a few games with the Salamence and the extra... Ooh, that's annoying. So we're going to shuffle our hands back into our decks and then draw new ones. They get 6 cards, I get 4 because I have prizes already. So the resources in this game are the energies attached to your Pokemon. You get to attach 1 energy per turn to your Pokemon, and your Pokemon require energies to attack. You can play as many trainers as you want in a turn that are regular trainers, like items, and then there's these special supporter trainers. You can play exactly 1 supporter per turn. As I said, the way the resources get managed in this game are very, very different from the other games that we generally play. Alright, so they put a new thing up here, which discards my stadium, so I gotta lose some bench Pokemon here, which is why I said I was saving the Super Rod. So we'll go ahead and discard this, and discard this Ho-Oh. Thankfully, when they end us, we found another Fairy Energy, so this Xerneas is still gonna be able to go to town. Assault Bloom almost knocks this out. Yeah. So I can go ahead and put this on here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I could just Karen to put these extra Pokemon back into my deck. That doesn't seem like the worst. I'm definitely using Russian here. And then the question becomes, do I want to leave this up to get knocked out here potentially? Sub for the MTGO, stay for the Pokemon. How's it going, Trey? I appreciate the continued support. 15 months is a real long time. It's hard to believe I've been doing this that consistently for that long. It's been a while. Oh, so I'm gonna knock this thing out. This card's so good. It just like, if your Pokemon, oh, it just only does more if I have a tool on my guy. So I'm gonna switch to my guy without the tool on it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I am going to Karen here because that makes his Vespiquen a lot worse. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Karen, which takes my Ho-Ohs out of my... But that's fine. It takes all his guys out of the bench, too. I got 2 Lightning Energies in there. I don't really think I want to shuffle this in with Super Rod, so I'm just going to go ahead and Rainbow Force here and knock your guy out. Deal a nice clean 160, draw prize. Windows is a pain that way. It just restarts when it wants to. The fact that this doesn't have a retreat cost on it is so annoying. And opponent concedes. Sweet. Alright. This sweet game. I'm going to play 1 or 2 more before we call it a night. Like I said, I got some stuff to do, but I wanted to try out the couple changes I made in this deck today. God, I haven't had a computer with Windows on it as a daily driver since God, it's been almost 3 years because when Jake was born, when I worked at State Farm, I had a computer. My daily driver was a Windows computer there, and all my personal computers have been Linux for almost a decade now. How do the versus rewards work? You get stuff just for playing games. And again, I want to put my extra bench Pokemon out here just in case my opponent plays an end turn 1 on the play, but I'm not going to play out the Shaymin because it has an added ability when it comes into play. Hex Maniac and Pokemon Ranger. Okay. Get a DCE in the opener here and a Battle Compressor. Being on the draw here, we could very easily knock out our opponent's very first play of the game. I would like to draw an extra card. Thank you. So when your opponent mulligans, you get the option to draw an extra card. And I'm going to go ahead and start this Salamence on my bench here. I don't know. A lot of popular games have Linux support now. This is the other best deck in the format. Okay. Hopefully they don't end us. If they don't end us, we're set up for a pretty good turn 1 here. What does this do? As long as this Pokemon has no tool, has no effect. That's fine. I can probably knock this out on the first turn here. So let's goal. Don't mess up this turn. I'm definitely putting this on here, and I'm putting this on here, and I'm playing out my Sky Field. And then I'm going to go ahead and Battle Compressor for... I think I want to get 2 Ho-Ohs and just 1 Fairy Energy here, because I want the maximum chance to get a Ho-Oh with a Fairy Energy into play on this first turn. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a Fury Belt on this one as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and Shaymin up to 6 cards in hand. Looking for an Energy Switch here. Wow. Ugh, that's gross. So I said we had a chance to have a really good turn 1, and then we drew some bricks here. I guess I'll try and get one of these out with the energy on it. That's rough. Put this Jolteon out and pass the turn. If we would have hit an energy switch there, we would have knocked out my opponent's Pokemon on the first turn, because we would have energy switched from this to this, and we actually didn't even get to play a supporter this turn, which kind of sucks. We didn't hit any trainer mails or N or Colorless. That's unfortunate. Wait, what are you just putting up one of my EXs? Oh, because then my EX is locked here. And you're going to knock out 2 of them? Okay, yeah, that's bad for me. Oh, well, fuck me. Karen was not a good draw. I guess I'm going to put this on here and pass the turn. Yeah. So, in Pokemon now in the latest set, they have these EX Pokemon, which are count as basics, but they give your opponent 2 prizes when they get knocked out. So you can start with them right in play, but they're more powerful and give your opponent more reward when they take care of them. It was a very bad Shaymin. You're not wrong. And like I said, a lot of the games, like, you know, there's variance in every card game, but I feel like this game's a lot lower variance than a lot of them. That was a great Colorless there. God, Megaphone is so annoying. There go both my tools. Compressor, sure. What are they compressing? Are they compressing, like, Exeggcutes? Alright, so Shaymin's down. Alright, Trainer Mail's good. So, start on that. Hopefully find some gas here. Hey, Colorless of our own. Don't mind if I do. Do I want the Colorless or do I want... I want the Ultra Ball, actually, right? Because the Ultra Ball is going to get me... is going to get me Hoopa? God, there better be a Hoopa in my deck. Oh, there better be a Hoopa in my deck. I might tilt off if there's not a Hoopa in my deck right now. Alright, so let's do this. Discarding these two. Keep the Sky Field just in case. Alright, we have a Jirachi to fall back on at least. Alright, so we have a Hoopa and then two of those. So let's grab Hoopa here. And then Hoopa goes and finds some other friends here. God, our Keldon's not in our deck either, though. It's a little rough. So let's play this out. And then, yes, I would like to search my deck for some EX Pokemon. We'll grab these two, which are the only two left. We'll go ahead and put a double colorless energy on this guy so we can retreat him. And then we're going to go ahead and yeah, we're definitely playing this. Yeah, so I'd like to search my deck for a supporter card. This can grab my Colorless. And then my Shaymin can draw me up here real quick. Actually, do I want the Shaymin in my deck for later? I might just want the Shaymin for later, honestly. I can just like Colorless for 10 cards here. That's probably fine. This is already hitting for I have 6 different types on my bench, so this is hitting for 170 right now. Do I need more than 170? I don't, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. There's a battle compressor. All of the versus seekers are belong to me. Got it. I'm gonna go ahead and battle compressor here and try and find some energies for this other Ho-Oh that I have in here. Put those in the bin, and then this last battle compressor. I guess I could put a. I'm gonna put the Lysandre in there actually, because I have these verse seekers in my hand. Let's try and activate this. Just comes into play with these on it. I'll go ahead and I could technically put a Float Stone on this. There's a fire energy in my thing somewhere. Yeah, I guess I'll leave that on there for now. That might come in handy. Let's go ahead and... Oh, my tools don't work. I'm so dumb. It doesn't matter. Knock them out. That's fine. Almost the same difference. Hey, there's the Keldeo that I wish I had the Float Stone for now. Oh, that's good. So he's going to one hit KO this. He's going to get to switch this up, and then this is going to do 20 times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon, so this will do 60 and 60. That's pretty good. How many energy switches am I through? 0? 0 energy switches to be through is a good number. I'm assuming he's going to swap to this and knock this out, and then we can Verse Seeker for Colorless and... God! Oh, God, that's awful for us. Holy shit. Oh, God. So that locks our bench down, so we can only have 3 guys on it. Well, then... Yep. 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 Alright, we were looking okay. Now we're looking pretty dead. Guess I put the Jolteon up since it's got a free retreat cost for now. Trainer Mail, see if I can find an energy switch here. Okay, I found an energy switch. That's step 1 accomplished. Step 2 is do this, and then energy switch from here to here. Yeah, I might want a Delinquent in this deck, Ryan. We might want a Delinquent. Putting this here. I don't want to Sycamore and bin all these Verse Seekers. think we have to... I think we just have to Colorless here. Draw 7 new ones. Hope to find the Sky Stadium and some other stuff to do. Oh, I always forget this card has text on it. Yeah, he literally doesn't have things that Jolteon can't. I'm just gonna concede. Thank you. That's a big enough mistake that I'm just gonna pack it in. We probably lock him out of the game with Jolteon there. All right, let's try a new one here. Wouldn't be a night of streaming Pokemon if we didn't have a shame concede in there at least once. It's so punishing. Game ends on the spot because I'm an idiot. A shame concede emote look like? I do not know if we could. I'm not quite sure. I don't have any basics in our hand here. So in Pokemon, you only get to mulligan if you don't have a basic in your opener. So take a force mulligan here because we don't have a basic. I guess I'm going to lead on... Huh. Am I going to lead on Jolteon or Xerneas? Yeah, actually, I'm going to lead on Xerneas and then put Jolteon on the bench. Probably power this up. Opponent gets to draw an extra card because we mulliganed. So Jolteon, so what I should have done last game is Jolteon's second ability here says, during your opponent's turn, prevent all damage that will be done to this from attacks from basic Pokemon, and my opponent was just mono basic Pokemon, so we could have just, like, put this Jolteon up and, like, flash raid them out of the game. Always lead on Jolteon because of free retreat costs. Look at that. Look at how much we're learning. God, that's so awkward. Alright, so let's battle Compressor. So we got Ho-Oh and Hoopa in here. So I'm gonna get, I think I'm getting Ho-Oh, Fairy Energy. Since I have these other two types of energy in my hand. And then hopefully this Trainer Mail hits Ultra Ball. Or it could hit Stone Bricks. Good God. I mean, at least we can technically have enough energy to power this up. Battle Compressor, grab this. I don't even know what I want to get here. It's like another Battle Compressor and like an AZ, I guess. Yeah, that seems fine. Playing against Night March. Hand is poop. I could technically flip a coin on this Ho-Oh, but I'm just going to wait because if we hit an Ultra Ball next turn, I want to discard, or Computer Search, I want to discard these two and then bring the Ho-Oh back with 3 energies on it, possibly. I'm going to compress and have an Ho-Oh to attack. Yep, that's very, very real. Yep. It's 110% correct to lead on this when we are on the play. It is completely free. Literally just a free decision. Could get Float Stone to put on here. Maybe. I guess I want to get this up into play. Is their hand bad too? It's looking like their hand is bad too. That's nice. Hey, look at Sky Field. Alright, I'm going to put this on here. And then we're going to end up not being able to retreat this next turn because I got the stupid fighting belt when I didn't need to. No, they had a good one. Yep. Draw 7. My opponent's Pokemon is a Joltik. They're playing the Night March combo deck, which has a bunch of different Pokemon with this Night March ability, and it does damage equal to 20 times the amount of Pokemon in your discard pile with Night March. So right now they have 5 Pokemon with Night March in their discard pile, so this is going to do 120 or 100 damage. They're battle compressing again here. So now they have 8 Pokemon with Night March in their bins. This is 160. Oh god, Swift would have just killed this, right? God, I'm dumb. God, I'm dumb. Ah, jeez. So many infinite mistakes. Good action. I deserve this. I deserve this. I deserve this. I deserve this. So we won 110% would have won this game. Maybe we should just shame concede this one too. Jolteon kind of wrecks them too. Yes, you are not wrong. We are drawing like poop, but we would have won this game if I'd have taken that Float Stone on 1. Also sees a number of RNG effects. Not really. There's a few cards that see play that involve coin flips, but not a ton of them. And it's probably lower variance even with the coin flips than like a lot of games of Magic are. Are you gonna knock my guy out here? Seriously? Please knock my Xerneas out. Please knock my Xerneas out. You can't Lysandre me, right? You already played a supporter. How much is their Night March doing? 4-8. Their Night March doing 160 right now. Acrobike, sure. Please knock my guy out. Please knock my guy out. We never even would have gotten this far. They'd just be dead. All right. Xerneas down. Jolteon, you're up. All right, well, hopefully they can't get through the flash ray here. Just do this thing that should have happened, I don't know, 800 turns ago. Oh, geez, and we drew reverse Seeker. So if I would have gotten a better supporter with the battle compressor, but I don't know if I'm supposed to. They have something that lets them attack through this. Is that just double Demonic Tutor? Just casual double Demonic Tutor because I knocked your guy out last turn. All right, need a live draw here. So when the opponent gets all of their prize cards, or they knock out all of your Pokemon, you don't have any bench Pokemon left. Oh, Vespa Queen, how's that I get through Jolteon? Got it. DCE, kill me? DCE, kill me. Yep. Nope, just 150. All right, come on. Need a good draw. Okay. Hey, that qualifies as a good draw, depending on what's in our deck. Time to go nuts. Hoopa, Hoopa, Hoopa. All right. Are there Shaymins in here? Yeah, there's Shaymins in here. All right. Time to do our thing. Oh, our Jirachi wasn't in here, was it? God, fuck me. The Jirachi's not in here. If the Jirachi was in here, is the Karen in here? Okay, the Karen is in here, so we can hit the Karen. Okay. If we hit the Karen, we have a chance here. Karen shuffles all Pokemon from both players' decks into... do I want to Ho-Oh here? I don't know if I want to play this DCE out or not. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Our opponent has 8 cards in their deck right now. That is correct. Holy shit, that was bad. Good lord. Good God, that was awful. Well, we had a Float Stone for this, I guess. To rush this in. And then swap it back for Hoopa. And then throw a DCE on Salamence here. This is all the justice in the world for how badly I threw this game in the dumpster on the first turn. Just like this is why we shame concede usually, because there's some justice. The one time we don't shame concede, we just get like properly destroyed here. The Jirachis in our prizes, we draw like poop with the Shaymin, like just all of the bad beats to follow up our misplay. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. So long, Jolteon, my old friends. Put up the Keldon because he has a Float Stone on him. Alright, need a good draw. That qualifies. Put this on here. Do I want to Super Rod any of these things? Oh, that makes these Ho-Ohs better. Rebirth. Hey, got a heads. That is weak to fire. Okay, so Ho-Oh can knock out the Vespa Queen. That's great. That was on board too. I wonder if they meant to do that. Probably didn't. I'm going to go ahead and Super Rod and put this Xerneas, this Jolteon, and this Electric Energy back into my deck. I'm going to go ahead and Sycamore here, I think. Yeah. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Let's do this. Let's Trainer Mail here, see what we find. Verse Seeker for later. Don't mind if I do. Oh, that's a good line. Just like play the DC out. I had it in my head that I wanted to like hold the energy drop in case I drew a Xerneas, which I'm going to go ahead and put this on here now. But I think that might be correct to put that on here. That doesn't seem unreasonable. So let's go ahead and retreat this for the Ho-Oh. This is weak to fire, so the Ho-Oh is just going to go ahead and knock this out. I could Shaymin to draw 2 cards, but I don't think that's particularly good. So I think I'd rather just hit this in the face and grab my prize. I'm probably going to one-hit knock this out. It's unfortunate. I guess I have to have a DCE to do that, or a regular energy plus the stadium card here. Fighting Fury Belt, yeah. Oh, just a DCE, I'll knock this out. No, nope, that has a retreat to N. Okay, so we both shuffle our hands into our deck, and then I'm going to draw 4 cards, they're going to draw 3 cards. It's kind of desperate. I'm not sure what your question is, Bang Fu. So that's not doing anything just yet, right? Pumpkaboo, sure. Okay, that's another N. What do I want to do here? I could just knock this out. They're 1 energy away from this happening. This has plus 40 hit points right now. I can grab this Exeggcute back to my hand. And I can go ahead and Ultra Ball here and find out what's left in my deck. I have this Verse Seeker, so it doesn't really matter which of these I discard. I just go ahead and grab Shaymin here and draw some cards. That seems fine. He'll die from N from milling out. Not really. I guess I'll draw 3 cards if I N. That'll put him to 2. No, he could easily knock out, like, he's only got 3 prizes left. What am I looking for? I'm looking for an Energy and an Energy Switch. Fighting Fury Belt still leaves me 10 short. Oh, Karen. There we go. Yeah, Karen's great. I could also Colorless, though. This is actually kind of an interesting decision point here. I'm going to put the Fighting Fury Belt on here. Do I Karen and shuffle all the guys from his discard pile back in? That's probably just great, right? Just like neuter everything he has going on. Yeah, let's just do that. No, the energied up one has a Fighting Fury Belt on it. So it the one with the Fighting Fury Belt on it has 100 hit points. Let's go ahead and Rainbow Burn this. So Karen shuffles all Pokemon from both players' discard piles into their deck. It's in here explicitly for this matchup. Tumos! 16 months! Welcome back! We might do some Eternal drafts this week. I think I have enough coins for almost 2 of them. I really haven't been liking the Eternal Constructed, but the drafts are great. This is expanded. Okay, so what am I doing here? Lots of choices, as always. I could Lysandre this one out here since he put an energy on it. That doesn't seem like the worst. I just go ahead and slide this fairy energy out on here. And then if I put that in here, there's 3 Night March guys in here. Yeah, that seems fine. I'm going to go ahead and Lysandre and put up this one that has energy on it. And knock it out. And then next turn, I can Verse Seeker Lysandre and put DCE on here and then switch up this Pumpkaboo that has some energies on it if he doesn't put it up to attack me. End's pretty good, so we're both going to shuffle our hands back in our deck and they're going to draw 3 new cards and we're going to draw 2 new cards. Yes, we can start looping Karens, you're not wrong. And opponent concedes. Alright, sweet. That was the game we messed up at the beginning, right? I think it was. That I messed up the turn 1 with the Jolteon? I feel like that was the game I messed up turn 1 with the Jolteon. I really like this deck. The regional that's about 2 hours from my house in March is expanded, so I'm going to be working on tuning this deck for that. Also makes the opponent taste the rainbow. It does, yep. It's just like lots of rainbow tasting going on. It was the one with the messed up turn. Okay. Never not heads. I would like to go first, yes. Hands Dece. Dece plus maybe? Actually, this hand's a little medium. It doesn't have any tutors in it, or wheels, or... Never doubt you can draw the wheel. God! Damn it, Ryan, I'm an idiot. Remember that time we talked about always putting the Jolteon up first? Remember remember that time we talked about always putting the Jolteon up as your active and then I didn't and I'm an idiot? Yep, there you go. You're going to get there in a second. You're going to get there me talking about being an idiot in half a second. All right, so this battle compressor, I'm actually just going to go get 3 different types of energy with this. Because I have this Ho-Oh in my hand that I'm going to bin with this Fighting Fury belt here in a second. Or bin with this Sycamore, sorry. That's pretty good. Hey, look at that. A little bit of Ho-Oh variance in our favor. Does it benefit me to keep doing stuff this first turn of the game? Yeah, probably. I probably at least want to fill my bench, right? I want to keep this energy switch in my hand. Actually, I probably just want an energy switch now, right? Yeah, I'm an energy switch now. So we'll switch from this fire energy from here to here. Am I going to Sky Field and Shaymin at the very least? Yeah, probably. I guess I could Ultra Ball into a Hoopa, but I don't know if I want to go completely insane this turn. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and play this Shaymin out, just get it on the bench, pick up a couple extra cards. If we don't have anything too crazy. Grab that for now. I'm just going to pass the turn. I think I just want to... We can't attack on the first turn of the game anyway, so... I could have, like, Ultra Balled for Hoopa and Hoopa'd into Keldeo and then, like, tried to find a Float Stone with this other Trainer Mail, but... Sweet. So we're going to knock this guy out. That seems good. Let's go and put this on here, and then... Ultra Trainer Mail? Trainer Mail first. We could find a Battle Compressor, and then Battle Compressor is going to go get us an Exeggcute, and the Exeggcute will be able to get back to discard to this Ultra Ball. Seems great. Grab that. Grab this extra Ho-Oh. What energies are in here? Any? Nope. Show cards. Grab an extra Lightning Energy here. Seems fine. Yeah, seems fine. I suppose I have a Verse Seeker, so I could go get a Colorless even, because I'm going to fill my bench up. Yeah, that seems good, actually. So now we can go ahead and bring this Exeggcute back to my hand. And then we can Ultra Ball. And I'm just going to fill my bench here. So I'm going to Ultra Ball discarding these. So I'm going to fill my bench with different types of Pokemon here. I'm going to grab Hoopa. Oh, there's only... The Keldeo is in my prizes. Okay, play this out. Grab this. Oh, and I could have grabbed the Jirachi to find that too, so I should have put the energy in here, because Jirachi was going to find the Colorless anyways. Okay, so mismanaged my resources a tiny bit here. No, I'm just done, because the Colorless is in my bin that I want, so we'll grab that. And we'll draw 8 cards here. I actually think this is a turn where, like, I feel like this is a turn where, like, I really wish I had a... Maybe, actually, you know what? I messed up that last turn. I should have, before that last line, I should have, I could have brought this Exeggcute back and put it on my bench, which I'm going to do now. But, so I'm down 1 card from that, and I should have energy switched the Fairy Energy from this over to this other Xerneas, so... Still some slops going on here. Our draw is very good, though. He gets his water duplicates going. Do you think a Hexmaniac is good in here, Ryan? Like that last turn, it feels like do they play Shaymins in their deck? They gotta have something that has relevant abilities, right? Do. I got Uma Thurman playing in my ears. She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, and I can't get into that. They don't actually? Okay. Get you out of my hand. So if I would have played and concedes. All right. Seems like look. That's a lot of coinage. All right, let's close out with opening up some. Oh God! Look at all those coins. All right, we're gonna open some packs and then call it a night. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I've gotta get the dishes done, and I can't be up too late again tonight. I was up late last night. Alrighty. Five Roaring Skies packs to open here. Shaymin. Yep. What are the odds we open 2 Shaymins on the same day? Gotta be impossibly low, right? And survey says, all right. Open number 2 here. We've got 5 of these to open. Shaymin. Ah, hey, that's an EX Pokemon. I haven't seen this one. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. If tails, your opponent's. I've played worse. Huh. It's a shame that's definitely worse than Jolteon. This is number 3. Survey says Shaymins. Ah! Okay. Dragon. That's number 3. Number 4. Shaymin. Hey. Alright, last one. If I bought anything in the store and generally... Nope, just packs with coins. Ooh. This one first. Ooh. Whoa, discard 2 energies. Casual 300U. And... we got an M and an EX. That's not... There's no way this card's playable, right? God, that's sweet. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, folks. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to see if I've got anyone I can kick you over to here that I like. Looks like Pentachills is streaming Hex, so I'm going to go ahead and kick you his way. He's good, people. Hex is a great game, so go ahead and stick around and check them out. I will be back tomorrow afternoon with my normal Monday afternoon Hex stream. So peace, folks. I'll catch you tomorrow.